What's up everyone, this is Tony with Journey Crypto. In this video we're going to be going over major crypto news and a market update. The markets are actually looking really great right now, and I do believe we're going to be on the move upwards very soon. I do have some news that does back this. So before we get started, I do appreciate if you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell if you do want to be notified when I make new videos. So before we get started, I want to give a big thank you to everyone that has signed up for the crypto membership pre-sale. We actually sold out the 1,000 spots in under 12 hours, just insane. So now I'm going to be getting to work and building out the membership platform, hiring over 5 people for this, and adding as much value as possible. So the official website will be launching in 4 to 6 weeks, hopefully, maybe a slight delay depending on legal stuff, and I got to do some other stuff that may slightly delay this. I want to have as much value as possible for the launch as well. So for those that missed out on the pre-sale or just don't have enough funds to sign up for this, the launch will have more affordable membership options as well, of course with less features, but still a lot of added value on top of the free videos here on YouTube. And like I've been saying, the videos here on YouTube are not going to change. I'm still going to do 1 video a day with the same exact value here. So if you don't have the money to sign up, don't feel bad. You get plenty of free value here on the channel, and a membership site is just for those that want to take their crypto journey to the next level. So I'll be working over 12-hour days for the next couple months, especially this next week, because we're backed up on hundreds of emails. We got to get everyone verified that signed up, and then add everyone to the private groups and start getting content out for those private groups as well. So we are just a 2-man team right now, getting through these hundreds of emails and hundreds of accounts that need to be verified and everything. A lot of people had mistakes on their form, so please bear with us, and we appreciate the patience over the next week. So for those that missed out on the pre-sale and still want to get in on the membership or may not be able to afford it, I'm going to be adding 3 VIP year-long memberships to the crypto giveaway that's running right now. So there's now going to be 28 total winners, 25 winners of $1,000 of crypto each, 3 winners of 1-year access to the VIP membership, and then I will be adding a couple surprise bonuses to this as well, so stay tuned for that. Trying to bring you guys as much value as possible and give back as much as possible as well. So there will be a link to enter in this crypto giveaway in the video description. Very simple to do, and you can get extra entries every single day by going here to increase your odds of winning as well. All right guys, so thank you for bearing with me through that update. Like I said, I'm not going to be mentioning the crypto membership website too much. Now that the pre-sale is over, I'm going to be building the website and adding as much value as possible, and I won't mention it again until we're closer to the official website launch in 1 to 2 months. So I will keep you guys updated more around the actual launch of the website. Alright guys, so jumping into the crypto markets, the top 10 are looking pretty good today. Bitcoin holding above 51,000, Ethereum moving upwards of 1,800 again, and we do have Uniswap that moved into the top 10 at rank 8. Passing Litecoin and Chainlink is just crazy, especially because Uniswap is a fairly new token. So I do think this is an indicator version 3 is coming very soon. I do think insiders are buying up Uni token because of this. The creator of Uniswap has hinted that Uniswap version 3 is ready, which will greatly reduce the gas fees on Uniswap, which is massive because that's going to open the door to a lot of small cap altcoins really moving upwards, going parabolic in a short period of time, because this will allow a lot more retail investors to buy into these small altcoins again without paying a massive $100 fee or more. So I did hear the Uniswap fees are still going to be around $20 per transaction. That's much more acceptable though, in my opinion, than $50 to even up to $200 at peak activity. So historically, March has been a pretty bad month for cryptocurrencies, but if we do have the stimulus package coming out very soon, on top of Uniswap version 3 launching, some other things like PayPal crypto merchant payments could be coming, which will get hundreds of announcements out of that merchant payment launch as well. A lot of websites will just be announcing they're accepting crypto for the first time just to get the media out of it and everything. So hundreds of announcements I do see coming out of that, and a lot of interest into the crypto space. So lots of major things here. I do think we're going to be moving upwards in general again, but specifically I'm really looking for really small altcoins that have lots of major events, lots of demand coming to the project that are small cap, that are on Uniswap as well, because those coins are going to be exploding. Like we have mentioned in the last couple videos, I did point out some pretty bullish altcoins. One of them was Kati here, which is actually up 40%. I got in at 0.25. So we're getting close to double on that in the last week. So Engine is continuing surging upwards as well. We sold this in the trading series at $1.18. But of course, that's the point of the trading series, is to swing trade altcoins, not just hold altcoins very long term. This is a great long-term project though. I really like it's in the NFT space, in the gaming industry, as well as cryptocurrency, doing a lot of major things. We picked this up at 45 cents on this dip right here, end of February, and pretty much up over 3x in that short period of time. So that's what I'm saying, really looking for these altcoins with high potential, huge major events that are also great long-term holds, so you can rest confident that the project is going to continue growing. So SparkPoint is at its all-time high right now as well. We also are leading up to the S-Fuel airdrop for SRK holders. So SparkPoint also has a token burn they do at the end of every quarter, taking a high percentage of the revenue they generate from their mobile games and other platforms, and using that revenue to buy SRK off exchanges and instantly burn those coins, destroying them, removing them from the total supply forever, making this a deflationary project, which I really like, as demand is increasing for a project while the supply is decreasing. That's only an indicator the price will continue rising. So another altcoin that's on a steady rise is HBAR, which we picked this up in the last trading series. This has been doing pretty well. Keep in mind, this is at a peak price though, and you should always be cautious buying these peak prices, which is why I recommend dollar cost averaging, and where you want to be buying is on these dips every time it hits a peak and then corrects. So buying here and then buying here on this dip. I believe we bought HBAR right around this dip here in the trading series video. And this has major events coming up, which is an indicator more demand is coming to the project in the NFT space, and NFTs are exploding right now. So these are the type of things I look for to get ahead of the herd instead of being at the back of the herd. You want to be buying it in these dips when other people are selling, with major events coming up, and kind of predicting where demand is headed, and then being ahead of that demand is where you're going to make the most profit. All right, guys, so jumping into some big crypto news over the past 24 hours, definitely some big stuff here. Mark Cuban is talking about Dogecoin now. They're accepting Doge as payment for the Dallas Maverick merch. Mark Cuban sees $1 written in Doge's tea leaves. If we sell another 6.5 billion Doge worth of Mavs merch, Dogecoin will definitely hit $1. So he's just joking about this, but this is bringing a lot of attention to Dogecoin. This did have a small pump of around 15%, with Mark Cuban now mentioning this as well. So another big article here highlighting Bitcoin's scarcity. Bitcoin's limited supply cap means you only need 0.01 Bitcoin. In 10 years, Bitcoin's finite supply will be nearly exhausted, meaning holders might only need 0.01 Bitcoin to become filthy rich. So we did talk about this in a previous video. My main channel on my video is actually how much Bitcoin you should hold as a regular crypto investor. And it is recommended by some other experts to hold at least 0.02 Bitcoin very long term. Because of scarcity, there's not enough Bitcoin out there for every millionaire to even own one Bitcoin each. That's not including all the whales that hold thousands of Bitcoin, all the Bitcoin, millions of Bitcoin that's lost forever because people lost their passphrase. Early on, when Bitcoin was extremely cheap and was pennies, people had their secret passphrase and they had it on a file or something, or an old computer. Throughout that old computer, that means that Bitcoin is gone out of circulation forever, and that happened to millions of Bitcoin. So the scarcity factor here is a major part of why Bitcoin is doing so well this year. So an important article here on Bitcoin $52,000 resistance level, Bitcoin price breakout imminent, why Bitcoin bulls and bears are battling at $52,000. So Bitcoin must overcome the big hurdle of $52,000 for any chance at breaking new all-time highs. Major resistance zone there. So once we break that, I definitely think that's coming very soon with the stimulus package coming out. along with PayPal crypto merchant payments and other major events. So I do believe we're getting very close to the crypto space breaking out again and getting another leg up. And I do think as we get closer to this next stimulus package, and if we get any word from PayPal crypto merchant payments, that's really when things are going to start exploding, in my opinion. Other major events too, like we did state yesterday, JP Morgan sent out a newsletter about Bitcoin that was actually pretty bullish, and this was only sent out to their clients that are in their private banking sector holding $10 million or more. So basically all the JP Morgan whales getting information about Bitcoin right before the stimulus package coming out, PayPal crypto merchant payments. I definitely think a lot of retail demand is going to be surging into the crypto space. And I do think we could be breaking $60,000 Bitcoin in the upcoming few weeks. So Bitcoin closes its second best week ever. 5 things to watch in Bitcoin this week. Another pretty bullish article here. $50,000 support remains elusive, but data suggests that the Bitcoin bull run is still sustainable with a few sellers lined up. We also have data that does show more and more Bitcoin is being removed from exchanges, taken out of circulation, meaning retail investors are buying up Bitcoin off exchanges, and they have a price target where they want to sell that, and they're holding long term. So less and less Bitcoin in circulation while demand is rising just means the price of Bitcoin can skyrocket that much easier. So the number of Bitcoin held on exchanges crashes 20% in the last 12 months, like we just mentioned. More and more people taking Bitcoin out of exchanges is a great sign, taking that out of circulation to hold for their long-term price targets, as you guys can see here in this data on Glassnode. So the balance on exchanges taking another dive, steady dive here since May of 2020, which was around the last Bitcoin halving. So as we have been talking about, the Uniswap Uni token has been surging, breaking its way into the top 10. Uni surges 50% in 1 week, becomes first DeFi DApp token in crypto's top 10. So there are some indicators here, and the CEO did hint that Uni version 3 is pretty much ready. And there was a crypto whale Twitter alert account that showed billions of dollars worth of Uni tokens being transferred, and I do believe they're preparing for the second Uni airdrop to Uniswap users and liquidity providers. So that could be huge for the crypto space as well. The first airdrop they did was massive for the crypto space. It also opened the door to many people investing in much smaller altcoins without signing up on centralized exchanges. So a tweet here that is important: when founders, core contributors start posting more actively on Twitter, it normally means they finished a milestone and are waiting for the release. This is the limbo time where they don't want to start something new yet. And then he says he's noticed the CEO of Uniswap post frequency increasing. He has also hinted that the platform is basically done as well. So I do expect this to be launching in the next few weeks here, which will cause a surge for a lot of smaller altcoins as well. That are bullish with big events coming up and are undervalued. Lots of retail investors for the first time again having the option to buy into these cryptocurrencies without the massive gas fee. We have to keep in mind a majority of the retail investors buying small cap altcoins are only wanting to put a few $100s in them, as they should be, because the smaller the altcoin, the higher the risk as well. And once you factor in the huge gas fees of $50 to even $150, and then you have another gas fee when you want to sell it, it pretty much eats up any profit you made, even if you did a 3x. So it just isn't worth it for most retail investors to buy. When we do get these reduced gas fees, that's going to open the door to millions of retail investors buying into these small altcoins. Lots of demand surging at once with a supply shortage will mean that a lot of altcoins will go parabolic in that time. So another interesting article here about Litecoin. Grayscale has a Litecoin trust, and they added 174,000 Litecoin to its Litecoin holdings. This was about 5 days ago. So the price of Litecoin is unresponsive even with this, and we are leading up to privacy features for Litecoin, making it the only top 10 crypto with both a public and private transaction option, which is huge for cryptocurrencies. As you guys know, privacy and decentralization is huge for crypto. So something very interesting is the price didn't move because of this, but I do think it's going to have a delayed effect. As this article states here, large orders like these are usually purchased through an over-the-counter desk as to not immediately impact the markets. Some speculate that due to this, the supply shock may be delayed. So there could be a major supply shock coming to Litecoin, which, like we've been saying, supply and demand. As there's less supply while increasing demand, that just makes the token price skyrocket. So I'm still very bullish on Litecoin over the next month or so. I definitely think it has the potential to pass $500 per Litecoin and hit new all-time highs, leading into PayPal crypto merchant payment launch, the privacy features, Grayscale continuing to buy up more and more Litecoin. I do think that supply shock is coming, like this article mentioned here. So besides Litecoin, I am still very bullish on ADA as well. Of course, we just had a huge price rally for ADA and a major event pass, which was the Merry Hard Fork. I do think it's going to take some big announcements, and leading up to the next major updates in the final Goguen smart contracts rollout, I think that's when the price of ADA will start picking up again. So I am pretty bullish on the crypto space in general. We do have to keep in mind though that March is historically a pretty bad month for cryptocurrencies, and that is holding back a lot of investors from going in. So as March passes and we get some major events, I definitely think the crypto space will be climbing upwards again throughout 2021. More institutions getting in, more major things happening. JP Morgan will eventually get in, as well as demand increases. So like I've been saying, I definitely think this bull run is nowhere close to being over. I do think towards the end of 2021 is when we're going to be peaking. And we have to keep in mind there's a lot of different things about this bull market than the last one, like major inflation, the stimulus checks, all kinds of other things we have to consider as well. So again, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you guys found it useful. If you did, a free way to support the channel is like the video, comment below, and share the video anywhere on social media or with friends and family. And then if you guys are interested in any useful crypto tools or resources, there is links in the video description. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.